genetic balance theory. This genetic balance theory is also called ratio theory. Genetic balance theory also called ratio theory. Here what is this ratio theory means? I told you there are some chromosomes which are divided into autosomes and allosomes. Autosomes are those which are not involving in determination of the sex or sexual character, whereas allosomes are chromosomes which are involving in developing sexual character. They are allosomes. Usually allosomes are in pair, Here what is this ratio theory means? In some organisms, the ratio between autosomes and allosomes is responsible for determination of the sex. In some organisms, ratio between autosomes and allosomes is responsible for the determination of the sex. It is proposed by a scientist called Calvin Bridges. Calvin Bridges proposed to explain sex determination in Drosophila melanogaster. In the organism Drosophila melanogaster, to explain the sex of the offspring, he proposed a theory called as genetic balance theory, which is also called as genetic ratio theory. Okay, here the basic sex determination method, the method of sex determination in Drosophila is general XXXY method, where females are homogametic and males are heterogametic. Homogametic females and heterogametic males are found in Drosophila melanogaster, similar to humans, where females are producing one kind of gamete and males are producing two different kinds of gametes, and the offspring gender is depending on the fertilizing sperm. The fertilizing sperm determines the gender of the offspring. This is normal method. But if you see the Drosophila melanogaster, they are diploid members. Diploid male has 6 autosomes and 2 allosomes, and diploid female has 6 autosomes and 2 allosomes which are similar, but here 2 dissimilar allosomes are present. 2 dissimilar chromosomes are present as a pair of allosomes, but here similar allosomes are present as a pair of chromosomes. Okay, this is normal method. But what he did is he crossed triploid members. Triploid members are possible due to mutations, Triploidy, ploidy changes, euploidy. Total set of chromosomes can be increased by what inhibiting the spindle formation, like that. During cell division, if spindle formation and anaphase is inhibited, means then ploidy can increase, Triploid female and normal male. Triploid female versus normal male. Triploid female means diploid is what? Diploid female. Diploid female means 6XX. So triploid means here diploid is 6 means haploid is 3. So triploid will become 9. Yes, 9. And this is diploid means 2 X chromosomes will be there, but a triploid means 3 X chromosomes will be there, which is a triploid female. Normal male means 6 XY. Like that, he crossed. So what are the possible gametes now? See now, possible gametes. This is enough. Yeah, okay. Now, see, male gametes. What are male gametes possible? Here, what is this karyotype? 6XX. That means diploid autosomes. 3XY is this one. So that gametes, male gametes are forming will be AX is one male gamete and AY is one male gamete. 2 male gametes are possible. Okay, this is what? Male gametes. Coming to here, female gamete, this is male gamete. Coming to female gamete. Female gamete actually what is present? X is present. During Y means, A means autosome number, A means haploid number of autosomes. Here 6 are there, that 6 we can write 33XX. Okay, but if I write 33XX, you may think 33 chromosomes are present like that. That's why I wrote autosome number. A means haploid set of autosomes. One set of autosomes, haploid number. Okay, right. Now, during this gamete formation, what happens? 3 chromosomes are there. As 3 chromosomes are there during gamete formation, this may be segregating like A1 gamete, AA into another gamete. This may be possible. This also, XX may come into one gamete, X may come into another gamete. So that what is possible? If this chromosome is taking this chromosome, then AXX one gamete will form. AX one gamete will form. AXX one gamete will form. AX one gamete will form. So how 9 became triple A? Hey, what I told you? A means haploid etc. Diploid na, diploid means 2 A's we write. Triploid it is. Triploid means 3 sets of haploid chromosomes. This is one haploid set, second haploid set, third haploid set. Yesterday also I told you, the previous class also, sex determination. AA, ZW, AA, ZZ karyotypes I told you. Yes? Right. Now, there is a formation of 4 different kinds of gametes. AX is one gamete, AX, which is one ovum, and AAXX is one gamete possible, AAX is one gamete possible, AXX is one gamete possible. During meiosis, chromosomal segregation, usually 4 chromosomes are there means 4 sets means one will get diploid, another will get diploid. AA equally 50% will get one gamete, 50% will get another gamete. But here 3 chromosomes are there means that 50% is not possible here. So that one chromosome may come into one gamete and 2 chromosomes may come into another gamete for autosome. Similarly, allosomes also coming like this. So that there is formation of 4 kinds of gametes by female. So now, what is resulting? See here, AAXX is possible and AAXY is possible here. And this, this ovum and fertilizing with this sperm. This is resulting. AAXXX is possible. AAXXY is possible. Here AAAXX is possible, then AAAXY XY is possible. XX is possible. XXY is possible. Like that. In second box, yeah, three A's will come because here A, there A. Yes. So now what they observed is this organism he found to be female, and this organism he found to be male, and A triplex is there, that he found to be male, and this organism he found to be bisexual individual. Bisexual individual is possible. Here also bisexual individual is possible, and this is also bisexual. This one, sorry, here A triplex is there, na? A triplex. This is male. Yeah. This is male. This is also bisexual. This is female. Female. No. 1 second, please. XXY. XXY. Number of XXY means that is female. Yeah, female only. Like this he found. Okay? I will tell you, based on this result, he formulated one thing. XXX. Yeah, that's why I got a doubt. This one. XXX. So that it will become, I wrote, that's why I got confused. Female. This is also female. Yeah, that only. How to find male and female, that I will explain now. By these studies, he found that the gender of the offspring is based on A/X ratio. Gender of offspring is based on autosome to X chromosome ratio. A/X ratio. How many autosomes are there? How many X chromosomes are there? Not A/X, X/A ratio. Number of X chromosomes divided by number of autosomes. He found, by this result, he found that normal female which has X/A is equal to 1 means then it will be female member. X/A ratio. See here, 2 X chromosomes are there and 2 autosome numbers are there, sets are there. 2 autosome sets, 2 X chromosomes. So what is the X/A ratio here? X/A ratio here is 2/2. That means 1. So this is a female. Okay. See here also 3 by 3, 1. So it is female. Any more? See here also 2 X chromosome. Y chromosome is not involving here. X chromosomes only. X chromosome to Y chromosome, X chromosome to autosome ratio is 2 by 2. So that is 1. So the organisms which have X by A ratio becomes 1, that organisms will become female. Okay. If X by A ratio is less than 1, greater than 1. Greater than 1, these are called super females. Here it will, X by A ratio is coming here. Yeah, X by A ratio is coming here, which is super female. Super female. What is X by A ratio here? X chromosome numbers are 3 by 2. So the ratio is 1.5 coming here. As the ratio is coming 1.5, that organism is super female. If X by A ratio is 1, then the organism is what? Female. If X by A ratio is greater than 1, then that organism will come this one. And if X by A is equal to 0.5, then that organism will become male. See here, X1 by 2. So 0.5 coming. So this organism is male. X1 autosomes to 0.5. Where any other X by, no, 2 by 3, no, here 2 by 3, no, that's all. Male member is possible. If X by A ratio is 0.5, then that organism will become male. If X by A is less than 0.5, then that organism is said to be super male. I think one super male will be there. X by A is less than 0.5. Which one will that? 2 by 3. 2 by 3 means 0.7. 1 by 3. Yeah, this one. Sorry. This one is super male. Super male. Why? Because see here, in this condition, what is X? X chromosome is 1. Autosome number is 0.3. 1 by 3 means 0.3, which is X by A ratio is less than 0.5. Then that organism is becoming what? Super male. And here I will write one more point. If the ratio is between 0.5 to 1, X by A ratio is equal to 0.5 to 1.0. Then this is bisexual, which is sterile or infertile. Sterile bisexual members are possible. See here, XXY is forming here. Okay, X chromosomes are 2, autosome sets are 3, 2 by 3. It will become 0.7. Here, XX 2 divided by 3. So 0.7. So those organisms are becoming bisexual members. Okay, like that, the gender of the offspring is responsible for X by A ratio. Based on the X by A ratio, gender of the offspring is determining. If X by A ratio is 1, then it will be a male. If it is 0.5, then it is male. Okay. Then if the X by A ratio is more than 1 means, greater than 1 means, then it will become super female. If it is less than 0.5 means, it will become super male. If it is ranging between 0.5 to 1.0 ratio, then it is sterile bisexual. Okay. So the sixth determination according to genetic balance theory is based on X by A ratio. Write this clearly. Write this clearly. Fertile bisexual, no. Fertile bisexual is not possible. Bisexual means because Drosophila melanogaster is unisexual individual. It is unisexual individual. If it is bisexual forming means that is infertile or sterile. These are also called as bisexuals or intersexes. This super female is there, that is also infertile. Super male also infertile only. Super female is infertile, super male also infertile. Both are sterile. Super male, which is also called as a meta male, they are infertile. Super female is also infertile, which is also called as a meta female. Complete? From these observations, he found some points. Yeah, completed. Can I erase? Yes, thank you. This is the last point. X by A ratio is between 0.5 to 1.0 means then it is bisexual. Bisexual, no use. What is the use of super male or super female means no use. Only organism is producing. If super male is produced means from that super male there is no use. That's what we are saying. From the cross above, this bridge proposed some points for the genetic balance theory or ratio theory. According to this, here genes for maleness are located on autosomes. Genes for maleness in Drosophila are located on autosomes, whereas genes for femaleness are located on what? X chromosome. Genes for female characters, they are located on X chromosome. Okay? And which is Y chromosome is there, even that maleness character are present are located on autosomes, we'll write AAXX as female, AAXY is male. What is the importance of Y here? Is Y chromosomes lacks male determining factor, or the gene which is responsible for development of male character are lacking. That means there is no, but contain some information for male sterility. That means some genes are present which are responsible for male sterility on Y chromosome of Drosophila melanogaster. But the development of male characters or male reproductive system are absent on Y chromosome. So that the factor determining, fourth point, factor which is determining sex of offspring is X by A ratio. X by A ratio. So here AAXX means X chromosomes are there because both male characters are there. Here Y chromosome is absent. According to this point, see here, Y chromosome has no male determining factor, but they are present on the autosomes itself. That means the two autosomes are there now. So two sets of autosomes have information for male character, okay. But for male sterility, what is required? Y chromosome is required. So here Y chromosome is absent here. So X chromosomes two are present, both are giving female character. Okay. Even the chromosomes which are responsible for maleness are present on autosomes, but Y chromosome is required for male sterility. So that male sterility is not developed. So 2 by 2 means 1 will come. Even autosomes have information which is responsible for autosome, what is the maleness, but Y chromosome needed for male sterility. Here Y chromosome is absent. So it will become 1. So female characters are fully developed. Suppose XAAXY. Now X chromosome is what? 1. But two autosomes are there along with Y chromosome. Y chromosome is there means male sterility can be developed. Male sterility is only developed by Y chromosome. So it is helping. So but two autosomes are there means the maleness of two genes. One autosome is responsible for character of maleness. So two autosomes means responsible for two maleness genes. Okay. So that's 1 by 2, that will become 0.5, which is giving maleness. Why he chose triploid individuals to cross with haploid males means triploid individuals which have 9 triplets, they are crossed with diploid males. Why? Because with this only there is a possibility of such ratio. What? 0.5 less than 0.5 XYA ratio, 0.5 to 1 ratio, 1 ratio, more than 1 ratio, they are possible with this only. Otherwise, if we cross a diploid female with diploid male means then the gamete forming will be AX is one kind of gamete is forming from female. Male gamete will form AX1 gamete, AY1 gamete. So AX, AY. Now AAXX, AAXY. See here, both are same. As both are same, here AAXX Both are homologous or homozygous. As both are homozygous, there is formation of only 2 power 0, because heterozygous number is 0 here. 2 power 0 means one kind of gamete is possible for here. But here heterozygous condition is 1. 2 power n means 2 gametes will form. AAXX is one gamete, AAXY is one gamete. AAXX gamete, when it is combining with this female gamete, there is possibility of this outcome. So this is normal female only, and this one AAXY, another gamete will form. When this fuses with this, there is formation of another AAXY, which is normal male. There is no raising of differences in X chromosomes and autosome ratio. By this normal cross, it explains that there is only existing of only males and females. By this process, there is possibility of only male and female members in the species. But in the nature, in his surroundings, he observed that males are there, females are there, meta males are there, meta females are there, and even intersexes also there. Intersexes means what? Bisexual, we can say. Intersex. Rudimentary bisexual glands. Undeveloped bisexual glands are there, which is called as intersex. All that sexes or genders he found in his environment. By normal crossing, it is not possible to produce that kind. So he chose triploid member. This is about genetic balance theory, which is also called as genetic ratio theory, to explain sex determination in Drosophila melanogaster. Drosophila melanogaster sex is determined by X by A ratio. Okay, complete. Yeah, thank you. So genetic balance theory was proposed by Calvin Bridges in Drosophila melanogaster only. In Drosophila melanogaster only, not in butterflies or cockroaches, reptiles or birds, humans, like that. Only in Drosophila melanogaster, but the method of sex determination in Drosophila melanogaster is what? AAXX, AAXY. That means XXXY method of sex determination, but it shows the ratio between X chromosomes and autosomes. Next concept, a small topic, Bohr bodies. Bohr bodies. Here, a scientist named as Murray L. Bohr. A scientist named as Murray L. Bohr, along with his co-workers. Yeah, if a gamete contains Y means it is sterile. Yeah, no. Here the ratio is dominating. If X chromosomes are equal to autosomes means then X chromosome will be expressing and female characters will be shown. Okay. When Y chromosome is present, then X by A ratio will become 0.5, no? Then only male character will be seen. Here, Murray L. Bohr in cats and Keith Moore Keith Moore and Barr, same scientist, Barr, in humans, they are doing a staining method in humans method. They studied that heterochromatinization of X chromosome. They studied heterochromatinization of X chromosome. When they are studying staining methods of chromosomes, they found that an X chromosome or one X chromosome is becoming heterochromatin. What is heterochromatin? What is heterochromatin? Heterochromatin is a darkly stained chromatin when chromosome material or a nucleus is stained with basic dyes. When that chromatin material is stained with basic dyes, darkly stained part is called as heterochromatin, and loosely stained, that means or less stained material is called as euchromatin. You know, in molecular basis of inheritance, I told you, euchromatin is transcriptionally active. Euchromatin is transcriptionally active, means its expression can be seen. Heterochromatin is transcriptionally inactive. Transcriptionally inactive means there is no expression of heterochromatin. Heterochromatin will not be expressing, and there is no expression of characters from that heterochromatin. That they studied. Okay. Here, Barr and another scientist, Barr and Bertram are two scientists. They observed that one distinctly stained chromosome in interphase. They found a distinctly means differently stained chromosome in interphase nucleus also. In interphase nucleus also they found that where interphase in some cells of neurons of cats, interphase of neurons of cat. In cat neurons, when cell is dividing in interphase, one of the all chromosomes is differently stained. That they found. Okay, they called it as sex chromatin. They called it as sex chromatin or X chromatin, or another name is given which is Barr body, which is also known as Barr body. Then it was also found in oral mucosa cells. Oral mucosa cells, in mouth mucosa cells are there, they are also present. Even in fibroblast neutrophils also, blastophil cells, neutrophils also. Even in neutrophils also they found that there is a chromatin which is differently stained, which is heterochromatin like structure. Okay, but in that neutrophils, that Bar body, what they observed? Bar body observed was attached to a lobe of nucleus. Neutrophils have multi-lobe nucleus, you know. Neutrophils have multi-lobe nucleus, and they called that bar body as drumstick body. In neutrophil cells, they observed that one of the bar body is attached to neutrophil, and they called this as what? Drumstick body. Finally, it was found that a bar body is formed due to inactivation of one of X chromosome. Is formed due to inactivation of one X chromosome. One X chromosome in XX females or Z chromosome in ZW females. Based on the type of chromosomes, sex determination is two types, you know. XX, XY method, in that females are homogametic which have two X chromosomes. But in ZW, ZZ method, ZW are females, ZZ are males, where ZW is a female which is heterogametic. So due to that, actually two X chromosomes are there in XX female. In this ZW females, there are two chromosomes which are this one. During this, as two X chromosomes are present, one of the X chromosomes is converted into heterochromatin structure. That is what we call bar body. Note this, then I will give you what is the importance of bar body, we will see. Note this point, so then I will tell you what is the importance of bar body. Complete? These are some works and how they found bar body. Then I will tell you what is the bar body and how bar body is formed and what is the importance of bar body, we will see now. I will tell you this point. A bar body is formed due to inactivation of X chromosomes. Because the two X chromosomes are there, one of the X chromosome will become inactive. Why the reason? Next point I will tell you. Complete? Yeah, thank you. Hey, Darun, wait. Total concept is the next point only. This is just I gave what is bar body and how they found bar body. I didn't enter the concepts. Briefly means if I explain that, then you can understand. Not briefly, in detail I will explain this. Okay, can I erase the board now? Yeah, good. Ashwin Shyam scored second rank. Who scored first rank? Name, I forgot. Someone scored yesterday. I posted a message now. Who scored first rank in WPT? First rank? No. Harin, someone. Yeah, Preeti. Preeti scored first rank. Someshwari got third rank. Very good, Someshwari. Keep it up. Okay. Next, see here. One of X chromosomes. One of X chromosomes become inactive as heterochromatic, as they condense. Two chromosomes are there, one of the two chromosomes. That means any of two X chromosomes will become more condensed and become heterochromatic. So, what is the number of bar bodies in an organism is equal to number of X chromosomes minus 1. Number of X chromosomes minus 1. That is the number of bar bodies we can find in an individual. Suppose take example. Suppose XX female. XX female has how many bar bodies? 2 X chromosomes. 2 minus 1 means 1 bar body. One bar body. Number of X chromosomes minus 1. 1 bar body. Suppose XY male means XY male. Here X chromosome is 1. Minus 1 means 0 bar bodies. No bar body is present here. Suppose the super female, I told you, triplex. In triplex is actually super female. Super female has number of X chromosomes here 3. Minus 1. That means 2 bar bodies are present in super female. So number of bar bodies is based on the number of X chromosomes. Okay, now see that why inactivation is there. That inactivation of X chromosome into bar body is we are calling what? X inactivation. Why bar body is forming? Why bar body is forming means suppose 2 X chromosomes are there means Among these two X chromosomes, one of the X chromosome is converting into Barr body, which is becoming inactive, and remaining only one chromosome is functional. Here, this is a process in which one of two X chromosomes is inactivated. One of two X chromosomes is inactivated by forming into condensation, which is we are calling heterochromatin, into heterochromatin. Why this is taking place means it is responsible for, it carries dosage compensation. Dosage compensation in females. As it Barr body, it equalizes X-linked genes in both sexes. In both sexes, X-linked genes should be equalized. See here, see this point. Normal female has XX karyotype. Two X chromosomes are there. Another male has XY chromosome. Okay. See here, as two X chromosomes are there, each X chromosome carries some genes. Genes which are present on X chromosome are called as X-linked genes. Genes which are present on X chromosome are called as X-linked genes. That X-linked genes show some character. Okay. Now, as two X chromosomes are there, this carries X-linked genes. This also carries X-linked genes. So, X-linked genes are twice here. But in normal male, X-linked genes are carrying only one. X-linked genes are carrying only one because a single chromosome is carrying X-linked genes. Every gene has a single copy. X-linked genes are also expressing here, but Y-linked genes are dominating here. We know. Okay, Y-linked genes are dominating, which is responsible for maleness. But X-linked genes are also carrying genes. They are responsible for what? Expression of character. But here, as two X chromosomes are there, X-linked inheritance will be very more in female because two X chromosomes are there. As X-linked inheritance is very more here, one of the X chromosome is inactivated. See here, X-linked inheritance is very more, maximum. So one of the X chromosomes is inactivated, that will become Barr body. Now X-linked genes are inheriting equally in both males and females. X-linked genes are inheriting equally in both males and females due to X inactivation. Now, I think now you understand what is Barr body, what is inactivation of the X chromosome. I told you now, when I explain that, then you can understand. X-linked inheritance or X-linked characters. X-linked characters means characters which are shown by X chromosome. That X-linked characters are shown less in male, but if two X chromosomes are there means X-linked characters, not only sexual characters, some physical characters may also be there. That characters are shown more in female. So that one of the X chromosome is converting into Barr body by inactivation. So by inactivation, the dose of X chromosomes in both male and female is compensated. That is what we call dosage compensation, where X-linked genes are equalized for X-linked characters. Okay. This is about Bohr body. That is about Bohr body. Okay, this class enough. You can take some break and rejoin.